from the 21st of this month to the 18th of January 2026. 2 days ago, Nigeria Football Federation and the head coach Eric Shell released a list of players that will represent us at the competition. We will assess that squad, take a look at the invited ones, especially the new invitees and those that were dropped in that squad. We'll also take a look at what to expect across various leagues in Europe, from England to Italy to Spain to Germany to France. We will share with you the current standings and of course fixtures for this weekend in the Nigeria Premier Football League as well, the top tier of Nigeria League Football. We'll also check out what to expect this weekend, as well as the Nigeria National League, that's the second tier of Nigeria League Football. Once again, welcome on board the Tit Bits with Oluyole this beautiful Saturday morning. Don't forget, we're also live on OLUYOLE FM 6.3 and Agility FM 92.1. Let's hit the ground run this morning, starting from the Nigeria Premier Football League, where Rivers United technical advisor, that's Tit George, has described his team's away win over Plateau United as an important one for his team. The Pride of Rivers moved to second position on the table with 30 points from 15 matches after the 2-1 win over Plateau United in Jos. Tit George commended his players for playing with determination in that game. Says, and I quote, "It was an important win for us. I felt in the first half we struggled a little bit. Coming in the second half, we pushed a little more, pressed a bit higher, forced them to kick the long balls and look for the second ball, which gave an edge. While we won the second balls, we had the whole field to operate." Well, let me remind you that Rivers United will battle with Wiki Tourist in their next league encounter, which holds tomorrow. Talking about next league encounter, let's take a look at fixtures to look forward to this weekend in the Nigeria Premier Football League. We'll have one game today in the league, 4 p.m. at the Samuel Ogbomodia Stadium in Benin City, Edo State. It's Bender Insurance hosting the Rangers International. That's the only game for today in the Nigeria Premier Football League. Yes, it is match day 17. It's important to remind you. We're in other matches in Kano tomorrow. We'll have Barao FC host Shooting Stars as Spotlaw of Ibadan. Also tomorrow, Bayelsa United will host Remo Stars in Yenogwa. In the city of Aba, Eyimba will entertain Kwara United. Kun Khalifat will slug it out with Abia Warriors. Niger Tornadoes will take on Kanemi Warriors. Plateau United will entertain Nasarawa United. Canopilas will be the guest of Wolves. On Monday, 2 games will be played on Monday. The Kodo City versus Katina United in Lagos. Rivers United will slug it out with Wiki Tourist. That game will be played in Port Harcourt. I'll have to quick look at what to expect in the NPFL for this weekend. Let's take a look at what the table looks like at the moment. National United, after 16 rounds of matches, they've won 9, they've drawn 3, they've suffered 4 defeats, they've got 30 points to top the NPFL table. Sitting right behind them is Rivers United, who are looking pretty good if you ask me. Yes, they've played 15 matches. They've won 8 games. They've drawn 6. They've suffered just 1 defeat, and they also have 30 points. Same point as tabletop-in National United. The only reason they are second is due to their goal difference. Actually, due to their inferior goal for, because they are tied on goal difference with National United. 7 goal difference. But National United are topping because they scored 17 goals so far this season. And don't forget, Rivers United have played 1 game less. So it's already looking like it was another season if you ask me. Early days, no, anyhow. But then, early signs are showing that Rivers United have the intent. While top position is Ikorodu City with 28 points, Rangers International with 25 points. They occupy the top 4 in the league. Abios are 5th, Nigeria 6, Shooting Stars 7th, Warriors 8, Remo Stars 9th, Kwara United at 10th. 11th position, we've got Katsina United, Wiki 12th, AIM 13th. But you also 14th, Benno 15th, Ekanemo 16th, and rooted bottom, the bottom 4 have got Plateau United, Kun Khalifa, Barra Football Club, and Kano Pillars. The two Kano-based teams, they are the ones rooted bottom. Anyways, that's what looks like in the NPFL as at this week, match day after match day 16, even as we look forward to match day 17. Let's go straight to the second tier of Nigeria League football. That's the Nigerian National League. The matches will also be played this weekend. Today, a number of interesting matches to look forward to. Abia Comets will take on Inter Lagos. Beyond Limits will entertain Gateway United. NLSC will travel to Ogbomoso to face our darling Crown Football Club of Ogbomoso at 3 p.m. today. Rivers FC will take on Fresh Bank. Abakaliki FC will host Sporting Lagos. Doma United will entertain Lobby Stars. Jigawa Golden Stars will take on Sporting Supreme FC. Ranchers Bees will take on Adama United. All of the games I mentioned will be played 3 p.m. today. It's match week 6 in their own league. Well, let's take a look at what Conference A table looks like at the moment. KFC of Ogbomoso, they are currently topping Conference A. Yes, they've played 4 matches and they've gathered 9 points. Abia Comets is second with 8 points. They occupy the second position and they've played 5 matches of their own. Beyond Limits FC of Ikene, they are third in that group. After 4 matches, they've got 8 points. Smart City and Aklan FC have got 7 points apiece. They occupy the 4th and 5th position respectively. Sunshine Stars are 6th, Inter Lagos 7th. NLFC occupy the 8th position and Gateway FC are rooted bottom in Conference A of the Nigerian National League as we speak. Quickly touching on the Nigerian Nationwide League 1. The Nationwide League 1, widely regarded as Africa's largest domestic youth football league, has unveiled a series of key updates ahead of the 2026 season, including a proposed kick-off date, a rebranded logo, and amendment to its rules and regulations. The announcements were made during the league's annual general meeting AGM held yesterday in Abuja, where administrators, club representatives, and stakeholders gathered to review progress and outline plans for the upcoming campaign. While in his address, an NLO official praised the leadership of the Nigeria Football Federation, acknowledging the role of its president, Adacharaji Ibrahim Musa Goso, in the league's growth. Chairman of the NLO Executive Board, his name is Honorable Salas Agara, later briefed our club delegates on the league's achievements and confirmed Friday, the 10th of April 2026 as the tentative kick-off date for the new season. According to Agara, the past year has been marked by significant progress given the close collaboration between the league board and the secretariat. Alright, keep your fingers crossed. I'll continue to bring you a beat as far as that league is concerned. But then, let's take a look at what the Super Eagles list looks like. 28 players have been invited by the Nigeria Football Federation. Yes, that's a quick look at, of course, the league. But then now let's take a look at the Super Eagles before we go on a quick break. 11 players have been handed their first ever Africa Cup of Nations call-up as Nigeria prepares for the 2025 edition of the tournament in Morocco. The NFF on Thursday night unveiled a 28-man squad tasked with securing the country's 4th continental title. The competition is due to run from the 21st of this month to the 18th of January. January 2026. Among the notable newcomers are goalkeeper Amaso Basoge, defenders Igo Ogbu and Ryan Alebioshu, as well as midfielders Fisher Adele Bashir, Ebenezer Akinsamiro, forwards Ako Adams, Cyril Dessers, and Salim Fago completes the list of debutants. List of 11 Super Eagles debutants. Of course, let me just tell you their club sides. Amaso Basoge plays in Tanzania for Singida Black Stars. Igo Ogbu plays in Czech Republic for Slavia Prague. Arian Alebishu plays in England for Blackburn Rovers. Fisher Adele plays in Italy for Lazio. Mohamed Usman plays in Asia for Irone Tiberias. In Italy, Ebenezer Akinsamiro plays for Pisa SC. Tochukwu Nandi plays in Belgium for Zulte Waregem. Ako Adams plays in Spain for Sevilla. Cyril Dessers plays in Greece for Panathinaikos. Salim Fago plays in Croatia for MK Istra -61. And those are the players that have just been invited. Quick break on the show. When I return, we'll talk about the players omitted and listen to one of them. Well, not the players omitted. That's Taiwo Awoniyi, who will be speaking on the show this morning. Keep it locked. It's Oluyole 90.5 FM.
Please listen to this announcement. Ibadan Foundation cordially invites the public to the coronation luncheon reception for His Imperial Majesty Kabiyesi Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja Arusa the 1st and the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. Date 14th December 2025. Time 12 noon. Venue Kakanfo Inn off Southwest Ring Road, Ibadan. Chief host His Excellency Engineer Oluseyi Abiodun Makinde, Executive Governor of Oyo State. Chairman of the occasion Chief Adebayo Oyero. Special guest of honor Chief Bode Amao. Father of the day Chief Kola Daisi CON Alhaji Tunji Afleyin, President Ibadan Foundation, and Mr. Alamumuda Ayeni, Executive Secretary Ibadan Foundation. Kade Pelori, Kibata Pelese, Kieshin Oba Koje Okope, Ashe. Announcer Alhaji Tunji Afleyin, President Ibadan Foundation.
Glad to know you're there. You're still Tit Bits and Oluyole 90.5 FM with Buluwaji Ogunmola. Alright, before I went on that break, I listed names of new invitees, those who will be probably making their debut at the Africa Cup of Nations. Let's take a look at the omitted players. The squad announcement also came with notable exclusions. Goalkeeper Maduka Okoye, forward Victor Boniface, Terry Murphy among the high-profile names who are missing from the list. Other omitted players include Toluwaro Kodare, Alassane Yusuf, and Uche Chris Santos. Let's take a look at them one after the other. Maduka Okoye, who plays in Italy for Udinese, we understand that he asked to be excluded from the squad, just like he did at the last edition. Toluwaro Kodare is also not on the list. He plays in England for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Alassane Yusuf, who plays in the United States for New England Revolution, also missing. Victor Boniface of Werder Bremen in Germany is also missing. He's not fit. Steve also is injured as well. Terry Murphy, he plays in France for OGC Nice. Chris Santos Uche plays in England for Crystal Palace. These are the players missing, as well as Taiwo Awoniyi, who plays for Nottingham Forest in England. Is also injured, not fit to be part of this one. But of course, he has sent a congratulatory message to the boys, to his teammates, and of course, asked them to go all out there and win the Africa Cup of Nations for now. Let's listen to Taiwo Awoniyi.
transparent thing, but thanks to God, I'm still alive, I'm here, and I'm happy, and life is good. I'm back to my normal self, and things are going as I want it to be.
I love that, and I love your smiles all the time, because they just have a way of infecting other people. You know, that infectiousness that is always there. But what do you think about the list? I think I have to ask you this. What do you think about this Super Eagles list, really? And of course, Super Eagles campaign at the Next Nations Cup.
Yeah, I think for me, it's always a great news, no matter the player that get on the list. Not everyone can be on the list. That's what every player needs to accept. That's what the country also needs to know. But once the coach bring out the list, the coach knows what he wanted. He's seen the player, he made the decision, and everyone needs to accept it. And the whole country just needs to support the boys and to give them the maximum support they need. Hopefully, by God's grace, the cup will be ours.
Support the boys, and hopefully the Africa Cup of Nations trophy will be ours. The words of Super Eagles forward Taiwo Awoni right there. Another player who is also charging the boys to go all the way is John Obi Miguel, former Super Eagles captain, who has urged the Nigerian national team to win the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The former Chelsea midfielder made the call after coach Eric Shaw announced that his final 28-man squad 2 nights ago. Three-time African champion Nigeria will be looking to claim a fourth continental crown next month. Yes, after a difficult period that saw them fail to qualify for next year's FIFA World Cup. Well, Mikel, who was an integral part of Nigeria's triumph in 2013, of course, came on Instagram. Of course, he wrote, "Bring it home, lads." Yes, that's it from him. I wish the boys all the best. They've got what it takes. We've got the quality, and why not? The one coach is lamenting, of course, the absence of his players during the African Cup of Nations. That's a former head coach, Marco Silva. He has expressed frustration following the imminent departure of Alexander Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, and Samuel Chukwueze for the Africa Cup of Nations. The trio were named the Nigeria squad for the competition by head coach Eric Shaw on Thursday. Iwobi, Chukwueze, and Bassey will be away for about a month should the Super Eagles make it to the final of the AFCON. The annual competition runs from the 21st of this month to the 18th of January. The three players have been exceptional for FUAM this season. Silva believed that they would be greatly missed during their absence. Definitely, the three players who have done pretty well for the club this season, and FUAM would definitely miss them. Let's check out our sports quickly before we review matches to look forward to in Europe. Nigeria have formally submitted its bid to the African Union Sports Council to host the 2031 African Games, signaling the nation's ambition to once again welcome Africa's premier multi-sport events nearly 25 years after successfully hosting it in 2003 edition. In a statement shared by the Nigeria Sports Commission on Friday, it was revealed that the bid presentation was made during high-level engagement with the Africa Union Sports Council, where Nigeria reaffirmed its readiness and capacity to stage another world-class continental festival. Let's see how that panned out, really. I mean, it's been long. You remember Koja in 2003? Well, that is successful in Abuja. Let's see if we'll get this one this time around. Alright, moving to the United States, where Nigeria's sprinter Godson Brume, the fourth fastest man in the country's history, has pleaded guilty to unlawful possession of a firearm while in the United States on non-immigrant visa. But according to reports coming from the United States this morning, the incident occurred on in February 2025 in Baton Rouge. Brume was in his apartment with another young woman when his ex-girlfriend, who is also the mother of his infant child, arrived with the baby. An argument, we understand, ensued outside the apartment, during which Brume discharged a pistol while the child was present. Moments later, the ex-girlfriend opened the apartment door and saw Brume with the other woman, triggering a second confrontation that again spilled outside. Brume fired the weapon multiple times as the mother of his child attempted to flee. Investigators later found several bullet impacts in the walls of the apartment complex. Authorities said Brume also smashed the woman's phone, took the child and discarded the firearm in nearby shrubs before he was detained by deputies. Well, under U.S. federal law, Brume now faces up to 15 years in prison and a $250,000 fine, 3 years of supervised release, and possible deportation once his sentence is completed. Brume boasts a personal best of 9.90 seconds in the 100 meters. He won silver at the 2023 NCAA Championships and was part of the LSU 4x100 meter relay race. Not a good one for Godson Brume at this point. We wish him all the best. Let's move straight to Europe and take a look at what to expect starting from the Premier League this morning. Today in the Premier League, Chelsea will entertain Everton at 4 p.m. Liverpool will also take on Brighton. Fulham will travel to Burnley, while Arsenal will entertain Wolverhampton Wanderers in the last game of the day. And later tomorrow, it's Crystal Palace taking on Manchester City. Nottingham Forest will take on Tottenham. Sunderland versus Newcastle. West Ham will take on Aston Villa. Brentford versus Leeds. And on Monday, it is Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Don't forget, on the table, it's Arsenal still top of the park after 15 games. They've won 10, they've drawn 3 and suffered 2 defeats. They got 33 points. City, they are second with 31 points after 15 matches as well. They've won 10 also. They've drawn just 1 and suffered 4 defeats. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace and Chelsea occupy the 3rd, 4th and 5th positions respectively. Manchester United, yes, they are 6th. Everton 7th, Brighton 8th. Let's move away from England and cross over to the Spanish La Liga and take a look at what to expect. In Spain today is Atletico Madrid taking on Valencia, Mallorca versus Elche, Barcelona versus Osasuna, Getafe versus Espanyol, and tomorrow is Sevilla Oviedo, Celta Vigo versus Athletic Bilbao, Levante versus Villarreal. Alaves will take on Real Madrid, and on Monday is Rayo Vallecano versus Betis. And yesterday, Girona defeated Real Sociedad at 2-1. And just also remind you in Spain that Barcelona topped the park, followed by Real Madrid. Yes, no surprises here, right? Moving straight to Italy. Today it's Torino versus Cremonese. Parma will take on Lazio and Atalanta will take on Cagliari. Tomorrow it's AC Milan versus Sassuolo, Fiorentina versus Verona, Udinese versus Napoli, Genoa Inter, and Bologna versus Juventus. And on Monday it's AS Roma versus Como. Yesterday Lecce defeated Pisa by a single goal. In the German Bundesliga, today is Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Wolfsburg, Eintracht Frankfurt versus Augsburg, Hoffenheim versus Hamburger, Sapoli versus Heidenheim, Bayer Leverkusen will take on FC Cologne. And tomorrow it's Freiburg versus Dortmund, Bayern Munich versus Mainz, and Werder Bremen versus Stuttgart. And yesterday, Union Berlin defeated RB Leipzig 3-1. And of course, in Germany, no surprises. Bayern Munich are topping the park, followed by Leipzig, and of course, Borussia Dortmund. 4th position is where we have Bayer Leverkusen. Well, in the Ligue 1, today it's Rennes taking on Brest, Metz taking on Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris FC versus Toulouse. Tomorrow it's Lyon versus Le Havre, Auxerre will take on Lille, Lens versus Nice, Strasbourg versus Lorient, and Olympique Marseille will take on Monaco. Yesterday Angers were really angry at Nantes yesterday. They defeated Nantes 4-1. We'll have that quick review of what to expect later on in Europe today, tomorrow, and of course on Monday. Well, that's the size of the show this beautiful Saturday morning. Big thanks to the entire production crew. Big thanks to you and you for listening. The show definitely returns on Monday. Until then, do have a wonderful weekend and enjoy your football.
Unstoppable, unbeatable, untouchable. The station that does it better. Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
Oluyole FM. Unjalala. Unjatoroto. Oluyole FM. Òkìlẹ̀ létí. Oluyole FM ó báradọ́gba kìí sìn bí ọmọ àwélé ó já gàràgà ní fara olùkọ́yìn tètò tó ń ti ròyìn ní yùngbà ajídára bí ìṣù ẹ̀lú fi ká fábẹ́lá tẹ̀ 98.5 FM ìkòkò ọbẹ̀ fún gbogbo ẹlẹgbẹ́ tó kù wọn àgbọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Àwáwà tó fẹ̀yìnrìn àkọ́tọ̀ agbára lọ́lọ́múdé wò àwáwà dé tó ń tí a tó ti létọ̀ àgbọ̀ ọ̀jẹ̀ sàkátàpàrà làásìtọ̀ pèdèpèdè Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún gbangba ikita ọ̀mọ̀ràn omidè omórímọ̀tà ó ń làgbà oyè Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún 6 rọ̀lẹ́ sí 8 lálẹ́ ọjọ́ ìsinmi Sunday ó náà sì ní àwáwà kò yí padà Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún kò lẹ́jà ńlá àwáwà kàbìtì kàǹkà hẹ́rì mama ọba ẹja lókun tí ń jẹ́ whale olóògbé o káàbọ̀ padà àgbáòye Ọláolú Ọlátúbọ̀sún sí Olúyọ̀lé 98.5 FM. ayakata ìyá.
Jésù Kristi ti dé o. Kàmáyò kàmáyò yín o. Kàmá kọ̀wé sókè hallelujah. Ọba gbogbo.
Bàbá Kérésì ní akéde tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ogun ló